It must be pretty funny seeing us, the three of us sitting all together, but as you can see, we're, appropriately socially distanced with a nice big space in the auditorium at JMC. We thought we might come together and have a little chat about a couple of the changes and some pretty exciting stuff that we're going forward with in the September trimester. So we're going to do a little bit of a fun interview type scenario so that you guys can get the gist of what's going on. As you all know, on my far right we have Shannon Brown.
Good morning. Good afternoon.
And Kimmo, who's our head of department.
Hello.
So I guess the word on everybody's lips at the moment is, when are we coming back onto campus? So I'll throw that first question to you, Kimmo.
All right, well, in September, we can't completely come back, but we are going to probably 75% come back.
What units do you think will be back on campus?
Okay, well, as you know, we've got the theory units, and you've got your band ensemble, and you've got your instrument lessons. So let's talk about the theory units first. The theory units will be, some will be on campus, some won't be on campus. Some of you would have experienced the music technology stuff, so we're moving all the music technology units into the MIDI room. And so that if you don't have equipment at home, you could come into the MIDI room, there'll be a lecturer in the MIDI room, and the lecturer will do the lesson, the Zoom lesson, in the MIDI room. So that, let's say for example, you might, you're in the process of buying gear. You could come in for the first 4 weeks into the MIDI room, you could do your lectures, the teacher would be there, and then you can go home and set up your equipment, and the next 4 weeks you might do it at home. So it'll be hybrid. We've also done that for all the arranging instruments. So anywhere where there's Sibelius involved, arranging 2, Music Tech 1, Music Tech 2, production, anything that's involved with software, we're going to do in the MIDI room, and it'll be hybrid. So the teacher will conduct the Zoom lesson inside the room.
Hybrid means that you can either do it online.
That's right.
Or on campus.
That's right.
So anything that's needs a gear or equipment, any of the subjects that need gear or equipment, will be hybrid lessons.
Yes.
And you have the choice.
The good thing is, even with trimester 3, most of those units will be on campus with Music Tech 2.
That's right.
Arranging Tech 1.
Yes.
And your ensemble, an instrument can also be on campus. The only other thing that will probably be running online will be the music theory and the e-training.
That's right. And that's a good point, because for the students who are just finishing your diploma and now you're thinking of going on, well, it's 90% at JMC. There's only 10% online, and guess what? I've done all the videos for you, so hopefully you're going to be able to understand everything that I've done for you, So I'm excited for trimester 3, and we really worked hard for you guys to encourage you to come, because we don't want you to, stop the flow, go with it now. So you're 90% back on campus. Instrument lessons, some will be available at JMC. We're keeping the vocal lessons online, but again, there will be scope if your teacher's willing to come into one of the bigger rooms and do some lessons maybe later on. So that's something that you can discuss with them. The band, we are continuing with band practice. We are scattered around the campus because we're looking for the larger rooms. But we're definitely doing the 1 day per week. The second session, which is online, well, we've been trying to think, how can we better utilize that 2 hours of online? We've come up with the idea, this is a great opportunity to actually bombard you now with information that we couldn't have done before. And I'll give you an example. Say, for example, trimester 1 and trimester 2 students, you'll be able to go to the second session online and hear things like how to play in a band, how to run a PA system, how to book a gig. If I'm a duo, how much do I charge? How do I invoice? How do I talk to a sound guy? How do I do lighting plots for my performances? All this stuff will be able to expose you to that. So I think, Anna, you can say a little bit about that.
Regarding band ensemble will be on campus 1 day a week, and those days will be on Mondays or on Tuesdays, depending on your trimester. What Kimmo's talking about is the online component of band ensemble, and those online sessions will be on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Now we have, as you know, that if you are in one band ensemble, normally you have a 2-hour session. But what Kemo and Shannon have managed to do is create masterclass topics that will be available to everyone. Now they will be trimester specific. So there's a certain amount that will be specifically for trimester 1, 2, 3, etc. The topics are being finalised at the moment, but they will cover all those things that Kemo was talking about, from creative topics to business topics to marketing. A lot will focus around band ensemble, so that because that is part of the unit, that's what the unit is. But we will definitely we're working on really trying to extrapolate, really expand and extend on your knowledge from the band rehearsal room out into a whole bunch of other areas that you guys have been asking about. So just kind of pulling it all together, next in September, 75% of the course will be on campus. Trimester 3s, the majority of your lessons will be on campus because you do a whole bunch of practical stuff. Bands and instrument studies, except for vocals, will be available on campus. Please discuss with your lecturers. Anything in the MIDI room will be on campus,
Yes.
but a lot of the other theory subjects will still be online.
Yes.
And the exciting stuff of, the masterclass sessions that will be held on Wednesdays and Thursdays are really something to look forward to.
Yeah, and the other thing I can say, we can also look at performances external venues. Now we can look at doing 5 days at Lazy Bones. I'm happy to approach the places that already have gigs up and running with a capacity of maybe 50 or 60 people, but we can do 4 to 6, 40 people, 6 to 8, 40, 8 to 10. There's options now. So I want you to know that we are looking at next trimester. Let's get out there and start performing out there, because the venues have already started to open up. They're only small, but that's fine. But the word is, we're back.
Woo!
That's the phrase for this trimester.
The
We're
word.
back.
With one more thing, with progressions, I think most of you have looked at your paradigm and noticed that we've automatically rolled you over into units for the September trimester. It'd be good to check those out, make sure that those units are correct, especially for Tri 4, 5 and 6, where your electives are coming into place. So you might want to change some of those units or decide to go part-time or things like that. So just make sure you check those if they're correct. If not, please get in touch with me and we'll sort that progression enrolment over for next trimester. And also, I think Wednesday we'll be posting the timetable for the September trimester. So be able to look at what days and what units will be running and what times. So if you're working, you can organise all that ready to go for September.
Cool.
Sounds good.
All right.
Alrighty,
Good.
we're back.
We're back.
We're back.
Thanks.